Hello? Hi. Is this thing on? Can you guys see me? Oh, there you are. I was worried for a moment that you couldn't see me. Don't you just hate that when that happens? There you are, shining bright. You're working so hard, but you're not sure if anybody sees you. Let me ask you something. In that moment, did you keep going? Or did you feel your energy and your sense of excitement kind of drop? And then it didn't take long before you found yourself doing less and less of the things until ultimately you were doing no things. Entering into the spirit of it. What a common expression. And yet how much it means. How absolutely everything. We enter into the spirit of an undertaking, into the spirit of a movement, even into the spirit of a game. And it makes all the difference, both to us and that into which we enter. A game without any spirit is a poor affair, and association in which there is no spirit falls to pieces, and a spiritless undertaking is sure to be a failure. That's from Thomas Troward, and I absolutely love it. Picture this. It's convention, Salt Lake City, the Salt Palace, the Diamond Gala, and there you are among the formal dresses, the suits, the lights, the music, the stage. The stage, the grand scene for recognition, the way that only Young Living can do. These are the moments, my friends. These are the moments that make us feel beyond what we have felt before. Young Living really knows how to celebrate an achievement. Am I right? They call up their silver and their gold and their platinum leaders to take the stage, and then the diamonds. The diamonds, the crown diamonds, the royal crown diamonds have their moment for reaching the pinnacle of success on their Young Living journey. It is powerful. And do you know that that moment does not have to live solely each year? We can emulate this same energy in our teams every single day. On the grand scale of convention? Goodness, no. I'm not talking about physically emulating that moment. I'm talking about the emotional surge, the energy in that moment. This is truly what it is like to be in the spirit of a thing. But why let that exist just once a year? You can bring that energy with you into your organization to stay, and it just comes down to how you deliver it. This is a power. There is a power to being seen and feeling heard because it invigorates us and inspires us. How often have you wondered if you're on the right path or not? What if? What if we've never been out of the right path? What if we've always been on the right path, not lost, but rather just walking in it backwards? Genuine connection and belonging remind us that we're on the right track and we need to keep going. This is the power of recognition. It keeps us going forward. In fact, it might even want us striving for more. This is the power of recognition, of praise. It goes far beyond an atta girl and a way to go. In fact, it creates a sense of community and belonging. Oh yes, friends. Recognition is a powerful tool, easy to use and even easier to forget. Yes, I said, lean into this message so you can discover how. Hey everyone, my name is Melissa Poepping. I'm a Young Living Royal Crown Diamond, and I am so honored to be here with you today to talk about such an incredible topic and share with you some of the simple ways that you can bring the power of recognition into your leadership routine. Did you know that people go where they are invited, but they stay where they feel welcome? I'm going to say that again because I really want you to remember this. People go where they are invited, but they stay where they feel welcome. This welcome process for building relationship and community happens at the most integral part of somebody's Young Living journey, and that place is at enrollment or shortly thereafter. For me, my personally enrolled members, of course, this is at the time of enrollment. For everyone else, and I mean everyone else of every level in every leg of my team, this happens through a welcome message which reaches them within their first 30 days. For me personally, this is done through a welcome booklet. It's an idea booklet of sorts, one with a very important message. And that message is this: you decided. That's literally the title of my message. You decided. You see, when somebody steps into the world of Young Living, it is because they decided that they wanted better. They wanted the most pure and pristine products. They decided that they wanted a change in their life, in their home, in their wellness. And so they decided to step into the natural, superior world of Young Living. Well, that's great. But now what? Sadly, many people will come into Young Living and not have an immediate connection or even understand the next steps to take, or they become overwhelmed and then they take no further action towards their wellness goals. So the first 30 days is the most important window to establishing that connection and that direction. So one of the first things that I want to do is I want to recognize and celebrate their decision to step into Young Living. I want to help honor their goals and their vision for wellness. Whether that's through health, skincare, makeup, cleaning, DIY, supplements, it's my responsibility to honor and to help them put together the routines and the protocols to help them reach their goals. One of my favorite questions to ask a new member is, so tell me, what brought you to Young Living? And what are you hoping to transform in your life? And then I let the magic of conversation unfold. Not the way that I think that they should transform, but rather by listening to what they want to transform and how they want to transform it. This way, the customer always has an emotional connection to their vision, and it's theirs. Remember, the vision we stay most connected to is the one that is our own. And this is their journey, and I just want to honor them where they're at. Gary Young once told me that Young Living is not an MLM, but rather it's an MLR. Multi-level relationships. I love that phrase today as much as I did when he said it to me 12 years ago. You see, this business is about building and maintaining relationships every single day. The key to retention in our business for your members and for your leaders is making sure that people feel welcomed and that people feel heard. Think for a moment about what makes you feel most welcomed. There are so many options for you to implement here. The sky is the limit, so just let your creativity soar. But if you need a starting point to spark some ideas, here are some of mine that I use that I know have left a lasting impression. So feel free to use what you like, and all I ask is that you don't copy or duplicate me. That's right, because what fun is there in that? I want to see you go one better than me, so I can watch your creativity soar, cheer you on, and say, go best friend. Here's some things that I do. Sending a text message just to say, hey, I hope you are having an absolutely beautiful day. And that's it. No agenda. No, let me know if you need anything. I'm here to help. Just a genuine hello. Added bonus, watch your team start to do the same for you in return. Nothing makes me happier than receiving some random hello message. It really is true what they say, that what you give is what you get in return. Nothing beats the feeling of a handwritten note out of the blue. Snail mail. Send a message. Handwrite a note or a card. How about commenting on a Facebook post? It's such a simple thing to do. And listen to this, what a member recently sent me about a simple comment I made on her Facebook. She said, Melissa, thank you for supporting me with your comments. It's been really scary for me to step out on social media this way, and it just feels really good to know that you're watching me and you're rallying me on. The moment you take to comment on my things means so much to me, and it makes me want to keep posting. How about this one? When you see one of your brand partners hosting an event or a table, share that on your Facebook and make a comment encouraging others to stop on by and say hello to my girl Sarah. She's sharing the Young Living lifestyle today at the local community center expo. Recognizing milestones that go far beyond a rank achievement. How about a new OGV milestone, enrollment milestones, event or class achievements? There's just so much to celebrate here. How about just picking up the phone and saying hello, how are you? And then letting a beautiful conversation unfold from there. Try this one. At your next event, ask one of your new brand partners to speak with you, to come on up and join the discussion panel. I can't tell you how many times afterwards I've had a leader say to me, hey, thanks for asking me to join you up there. I didn't think I could do it, but now that I know I can do it, I did it, I'm going to do it again. Remembering your brand customers' names, their pets' names, their kids' names, their spouses' names. It just seems so simple, but it's really a big thing because your name is everything. It's one of the most important things to us, so use it. Love and respect them where they are, regardless of the speed that they are running at. We don't all move at the same pace, but we are all at the same place. Young Living. Sending a gift that you made. I love to embrace this motto, low cost, no cost. Because it can be honored at any level. And when you put your love into something that you made, oh, trust me, friends, they will definitely feel that and they will feel very special. Young Living sends some of the most beautiful gifts from the achievement of executive and beyond. And with each rank, they just keep getting better and better and more exciting. So think about piggybacking off the rank gift by sending one that complements, or go in an entirely different direction and put something together that's uniquely special. Be available. This is one of my biggest tips. All time is valuable, and people know that. So when you choose to spend your time on a call or in person with your brand partners, it will mean the world to them. My grandma Angie once said to me, you can't listen with your mouth open. And I still have to be reminded of that this very day because I just want to fix all the things so everybody can just be happy and reach their goals. But I need to remind myself that sometimes people just need to talk it out, vent it out, and be heard. And so I listen. But I start by asking, do you need to vent or do you need to vent to solve? Okay, let me tell you that again. This is the question I ask. Do you need to vent to vent? Or do you need to vent to solve? Because then I know my role and they know what to expect from me in return. Try this one on. Create a mastermind group and bring in all brand partners of all levels. Keep it small so everyone is seen and heard, and create multiples if you need, as more people want to join. Sometimes there really isn't more room at the table, and so we build another table. When someone comes up to you in person, put your phone away, tuck it out of sight, and just be intent in the moment with them and make them feel like they're the only person in the room. This will easily make a 2-minute conversation last a lifetime for them. Leave the impression of increase always. Increase is what all men and women are seeking. So in all of my interactions with others, the key thought of my efforts is to convey to their minds the impression of increase. Author Wallace Wattles wrote, "You are a creative center from which increase is given off to all. Be sure of this and convey assurance of the fact to every man, woman, and child with whom you come into contact, no matter how small the transaction. Put into it the thought of increase and make sure that the customer is impressed with the thought. Not impressed with the sense of, oh, wow, you are a really cool person, but rather impressed in the sense that they fully felt that from you and that you believe them to be incredibly capable of and equipped with greatness. That's the impression you want to leave." He went on to write, Convey the impression of advancement with everything you do, so that all people shall receive the impression that you are an advancing man and that you advance all who you deal with, even to the people whom you meet in a social way without any thought of business, and to whom you do not try to sell anything. Give the thought of increase. Not sure you're capable of such a thing? Trust me, sweet one, you are. Just hold an unshakable belief in yourself that you're on your way to incredible greatness as a royal crown diamond. Let this belief inspire every action that you take. Remember, confidence is seen, not heard, and faith and belief in others is felt, not given. Always make an effort to respond to as much as you possibly can in a manner that leaves an impression of increase. Be the concierge desk for your team and your brand partners. They are, after all, the real MVPs of your team. Shout outs. These take zero effort other than your memory to recall an accomplishment and leave a serious impact. I thought giving someone a quick shout out was just a fun thing to do. It was just conversation. But then I got this message and realized the power in that moment that we never truly know what someone else is going through and what we can do for them with words. Thank you for the shout out today on the team Zoom. It means a lot, and it gave me a bit of reinforcement that I needed. I've just been really overwhelmed with personal things right now, and I feel like my business has taken a back seat. I was feeling defeated. The shout out from you and the coaching call from my upline helped me to get back on the right track. So thank you for helping me stay focused and to see where I am headed. You are a first-class leader leading a world-class organization. You carry the highest integrity, respect, and class, which you bring into everything that you do. Think about the people that you will attract and lock arms with when you fully saturate yourself with that feeling. Young Living is the best of the best. We are the Chanel of the industry. We have the highest standards and stellar integrity built on an unbreakable foundation. Just think about what you are actually a part of and take an incredible moment to feel that sense of pride and conviction. When you do, the passion in which you deliver your messages to your team will be heard in an entirely different way. Check your thermostat and check it carefully, because the tone you set is the tone that your organization will feel. The energy in which you deliver any of the above is what makes all the difference. You could take two entirely different people and do the steps above that I shared exactly the same, and yet get two entirely different results from each person. One will be successful and the other will be a failure. So be sure that you are in the spirit of your organization, in the spirit of your goal, and in the spirit of seeing everyone achieve incredible results. For as Troward continued to write, if we do not enter into the spirit of a thing, it has no invigorating effect upon us, and we regard it as dull, insipid, and worthless. So, friends, be sure to make sure that you carry enough enthusiasm with you, with your delivery, to be able to light up Times Square and talk to electricity. Your team will see, hear, and feel your passion. Here's an interesting thought worth considering. Would you leave it up to your neighbor's cousin, although qualified for the task, to take care of your most valuable possessions, your bank account growth, without ever checking in to see what they are saying or how often they're actually taking care of things? I would hope the answer would be absolutely not. Well, when it comes to your Young Living business, you shouldn't leave it in anyone else's hands but your own to ensure the integrity and the standards of the impression being sent to your team. So while it's absolutely fantastic that your upline or even your downline leaders may already be sending support, it's important that you do not rely solely on their measure. Your team deserves to know you. And your team deserves the opportunity to build that relationship with you. There's only one of you, and nobody, and I mean nobody, does your style better than you. I mean, just think about that list that I just went through. Only you can do that. Your style should reflect your passion for young living, ingredient standards, and positive mindset. People deliberately seek out positive, confident, and serene leaders. Pair that with being absolutely passionate about a young living lifestyle and sharing that lifestyle with integrity and elegance, and you'll have people lining up behind you to walk this journey with you. The way you feel doesn't physically speak of this passion or lifestyle. It's an impression you give to all that you come into contact with, and that impression leaves a feeling of increase. This is how you inspire positivity in others. You can't teach it. You can't give it. You can't instill it. You model it, and therefore inspire it in others. The words you choose to use when speaking about young living or others creates a ripple effect. An endless ripple effect. And since whatever you send out with the tide is what comes back to you, always be sure to choose the most pristine thoughts, just as you already choose the most pristine products. The two should always match. Why? Because people not only see that in you, but they feel that in you. Think about that for a moment. If somebody's thinking about you, you feel it. What someone is thinking about you is felt by you. That feeling is conscious awareness of vibration, and they are sending out a powerful charge of energy towards you, and you feel it. Don't believe me? Have you ever picked up the phone to call someone or text someone, and sure enough, they were just thinking about you? You see, how you feel about someone is just as important as what you say to someone or about someone. This is a powerful statement to take note of, because the truth of it is, you might not feel comfortable making a physical connection with everyone. For one reason or another, maybe something has transpired or it's something that you have felt, but regardless, at the moment, you just do not feel as though you can make physical contact or communication. I'm here to tell you that this is okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's life. It's leadership. It's called being human. But what isn't okay is choosing not to work through this. Since thought is such a powerful tool, I encourage you to think about what you are thinking about. You know, I've heard so many times the following expression, and it just honestly makes me cringe every time I hear it, because it's a lie. It is the biggest lie. Do you want to know what that saying is? It's this: you can't want it more for them than they want it for themselves. Yep, I'm calling it. Time of lie, 1:42 Central Time. Friends, you have to want it more than them. In fact, it's your responsibility as a leader to want it more for them than they want it for themselves. The mistake is in wanting them to succeed, because you are banking your success on their efforts. It doesn't work that way, friends. You are the only one responsible for your success. You can't put that on someone or something outside of yourself. Whatever you choose to lean on, you will stand or fall with that accordingly. Want the success for them because you genuinely want everyone to succeed. The ancient wisdom says, and what I want for myself, I want for everyone. Far too many people have nobody in life rallying for their win, their victory, their goal achieved. In fact, the sad reality is that most people are surrounded by people who are afraid for them to win, because they fear everything will change and nothing will ever be the same ever again. Spoiler alert, it's kind of like that's the whole point. People only live up to your highest expectation of them. I'm going to say that one again, because this is really important. People only live up to your highest expectation of them. Hey, that includes you. So be sure to hold a very high self-image of yourself. Let's go back to that phone call for a minute. You know, the one where you called the person and then they said, "Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you." Energy is felt. You know when you walk into a room if that's the place where you are welcome. And you know when you walk into a room if that's the place where you are not welcome. You feel the energy from others in that moment because energy is felt. And others feel the energy from you. So for the ones that for whatever reason it may be that you just feel you can't send the message, that you can't make the phone call, it's okay. It happens. But please just create in your mind, in your marvelous, marvelous mind, an incredible image of them, of their success, that you know that they are worthy and deserving of achieving in their life. Picture the beautiful life, the grand celebrations, the grand celebrations, and all of the victories that they will win. See it as if it's already done for them, and the celebration has already been had. See them in perfect harmony as a royal crown diamond in Young Living. Speak only the good of them and feel only incredible beauty for them. Trust me, they will feel it, and so will you. You know, since you're taking the time to see this beautiful success for them, you really should take a moment, see it for yourself too. Those powerful self-image statements work both ways, you know. I'm so thrilled for everything ahead for you that you're about to experience. I could spend all day here with you. The energy is amazing. And this topic, well, I mean, come on, Young Living as a topic is always incredible. But we have so much to do, and we have so many goals ahead as we welcome in all of our new brand partners and celebrate all of our leaders. Want to best leverage this energy and this momentum right here, right now? The most beautiful and powerful time to lock arms with your newest brand partners on this journey to leadership is within their first 90 days. This is when the vision is the strongest and the dreams feel most alive. And trust me, sweet one, they need the amazing and beautiful support that only you can provide to them. And just in case you ever have any bit of doubt in your ability to reach the top of this company and celebrate Royal Crown Diamond with us, I want to leave you with this. Young Living, our company, is built on success through the path of wellness, purpose, and abundance. In that order. You see, you come into Young Living and you experience profound wellness so beautiful that you can't help but want to share this with others so that they too can experience this wellness. And then by doing so, you discover a new purpose, a purpose so beautiful to help others live the best life possible, the best version of their life, that you create a movement in your own community that just gains and gains and gains momentum, that in turn leads you to incredible abundance in all areas of your life. The law of compensation works in great harmony with this. The law of compensation is this: the need for what you do. Trust me, there has never been a greater need than right now for what you bring to the table. Number 2, your ability to do it. Now let me tell you this, you are more than equipped, more than able to share what you already know and love. And number 3, the difficulty there is in replacing you. Now let me tell you this, there is nobody else who can create community the way that you know how to. The ideas are there, you know they are. It's just time to unlock them and act upon them. If not now, when? Young Living has always provided us with the tools, the resources, and the support that we need to achieve success with grace and ease. And they continue to create new and exciting tools as we grow. So be sure to keep an eye on the member resources page in your virtual office for the most up-to-date resources and new additions coming soon. Having been in Young Living for 22 years, I have definitely seen this evolve, and I can tell you this: there has never been a better time than right now to go after your goals with Young Living. Just look around, and I think that you'll agree. Today's a great day. The perfect day, in fact, to go out there and inspire the world.